We shall sing O Canada. I shall ask Reverend Dr. Douglas Bacon to pronounce the invocation.
I invite you to place the words and actions of this hour and your lives in the context of eternity. Source of truth and grace, we are called together to celebrate the work and wisdom of the community of learning, the University of British Columbia. We remember all who share this hour with us, some who are strong on top of things, holding steady as they go, some who are tentative, not sure of very much, afraid, some who are angry, feeling exploited, and waiting for justice to come, some who are full of anticipation and eager for new beginnings, some who've come to a fork in the road they did not know they would face, would not have chosen, but now must walk on one pathway and leave the other. Whatever our lot, may we retain the grace never to sell ourselves short, grace to risk something big for something good, grace to remember that the world is now too dangerous for anything but truth and too small for anything but love. So may you, the source of truth and grace, take our minds and think through them, take our lips and speak through them, and take our hearts and set them on fire for the common good and the commonwealth of our country and this dear world, now and forever. Amen.
Would you please be seated? Mr. President, members of the graduating class, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 1994 Spring Congregation. It gives me great pleasure to be with you today and wish you well as you leave UBC. On a spring day in 1956, I sat where you are, waiting to cross the stage to receive my degree, waiting to begin the next stage in my life. I would like to give an idea of how UBC prepared me for that life and how I owe some of my success to the things I learned here. When I left UBC, I never thought I would be back. I thought I'd be so busy working, trying to build a business, and to be successful, that UBC would never cross my mind again. But that wasn't true. After a while, I realized that what I got from UBC was more than just things I learned from books. If I haven't gone to UBC, I never would have been a success. I could never have built a successful business. I learned how to think here, reading about different economic theories, working through business problems, and struggling to understand finance taught me how to approach difficult problems. Not only that, it showed me that any problem, no matter how difficult, could be solved if I really applied myself to it. Another thing I learned was how to meet people. Whether you're in business or any other career, your ability to approach people and earn their trust and friendship is essential. At UBC, I worked with classmates on projects, helped them with studying, and got help myself from a lot of people. I learned that most people, given an opportunity, will reach out. Even now, when I meet people, I find myself using the skills I learned as a student. And some of my best friends, after all those years, are still the people I met at UBC. Probably the most important thing I learned here is to be patient. There's an old saying that you can't push the river. It flows at its own speed, and all you can do is keep up with it and do your best. That's what life is like. Hard work, focus and attention to details is what gets you down the river in style. You are at the end of an important time in your life. You are eager to begin the next stage, to make a big splash in your chosen field. Don't assume you can be the best, make your first million, or be at the top of your profession the first or second year. It takes commitment, long hours, more energy than you can ever imagine, and it takes time. Look forward and plan tomorrow, but be patient. And don't forget to enjoy yourself and have fun. I do. Take a break now and then and smell some roses. I told you that when I left UBC, I thought it was the end of the relationship. And yet, 15 years after I graduated, I decided to establish a scholarship to give back some of my success. Some years later, I was asked to be on the Board of Governors, and I agreed. I served for 6 years. And now, after 38 years, I'm back as Chancellor. One good reason I came back is our President, David Strangway. He has taken UBC's strength in research, interdisciplinary studies, and international affairs and fashioned a powerful, forward-looking university. His vision for UBC has attracted attention around the world, and his response for bringing millions of dollars in research funds to this university. He has helped move UBC into a first circle of universities in North America. Another reason is that I believe in UBC. I believe this university is doing great things for British Columbia and is one of the key reasons why our economy is so strong. I believe it's the responsibility of business people and people in every other profession to support the work of UBC. Last year, the university completed a fundraising campaign that brought in $260 million, a record amount. for new buildings and establish new learning centers, chairs, fellowship, scholarships, and bursaries, all to support the academic excellence of UBC, to support the men and women who train the teachers, engineers, doctors, lawyers, writers, and artists of tomorrow. As Chancellor, I've had the opportunity to meet alumni all over the province this year. It's a great experience to shake hands with the men and women who have gone out from this university and made a difference in their communities, using the skills they learned right here. It's also been great to meet people I went to school way back then. We've all changed, but I can tell you that the enthusiasm they felt about UBC in the 50s is just as strong today as it was then. But UBC has been an important part of my life in another more personal way. I met my very best friend, my wife Lily, right here at UBC. She's a UBC grad, and so are my 4 children, Carol, Derek, Leslie, and Graham. Not only that, both my daughter-in-laws are UBC grad. That's 8 out of 8. Not bad, huh? I hope the knowledge and experience you have gained at UBC will prepare you to approach the challenge of your life with creativity, intelligence, and determination. I wish you all the very best, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Chancellor, for those important words and your sense of commitment to this institution. And now we will proceed with the honorary degree ceremony. Mr. Chancellor, we are privileged to have in our presence today a woman who has shown how courage and determination can overcome prejudice, intimidation, and physical threat. Diana Kilmurray decided to make her way in a field traditionally closed to women, and the magnitude of her success is an example to all of us. Diana Kilmurray was born in Montreal and educated in British Columbia. After earning her qualifications at Malaspina College and at the Teamsters Joint Training School in Haney, BC, Diana Kilmurray became a heavy equipment operator and worked on construction sites around British Columbia. There were few women working in construction at that time, and she was required on many occasions to prove that she was as good as or better than the men she worked with. She joined the Teamsters, and in the course of dealing with the union became aware that the members' needs were not being met by union leadership. As a result, she became an early member of Teamsters for a Democratic Union, a reform caucus made up of like-minded individuals. She eventually became co-chairman of the Teamsters Democratic Union. She worked hard for 15 years, during which she was subject to many personal threats and intimidation, but she succeeded in electing a reform slate to the International Union Executive, setting the Teamsters on a new path. Diana Kilmurray was elected Vice President of the International Brotherhood of Teamsters. Her election marked the first and only time a woman has ever been elected to a vice presidency in that union. She has been featured in articles in national and international magazines and journals, and in 1992 was named to the Maclean's Magazine Honor Roll of Outstanding Canadians. Mr. Chancellor, Diana Kilmurray exemplifies the principles for which Canada stands. She has insisted on honesty and integrity in her workplace and in her union, and has had the courage to carry on in the face of overwhelming resistance and personal danger. By standing up for her beliefs, Diana Kilmurray has achieved a high level of success and has earned the respect and admiration of friends and foes alike. Mr. Chancellor, I ask that you confer the degree Doctor of Laws honoris causa upon Diana Kilmurray.
By authority of the Senate of this university, I confer upon you, Diana Kilmurray, the title and degree Doctor of Laws honoris causa. Congratulations.
And now I call upon Dr. Kilmurray to address congregation. Dr. Kilmurray.
Thank you very much. This is a great honor for me, but I accept it just humbly on behalf of the rank and file members of the Teamsters Union. I wish they could all be here today to see that such an institution of higher learning has recognized that the work that we've done in the Teamsters Union to restore it to a democratic institution that is doing for its members what it was supposed to do has been recognized by this university as important work. As the architects of society that every university is, and particularly this one, a union is an architect of a different kind of society. It stands for the right of the membership of the working people to have their fair share, their fair kick at the cat, their piece of the pie. They are your neighbors. Their children come to this university because their parents have earned a living wage that allowed them to do for their children and their grandchildren what used to be only available to the elite in this society. It is a very important check and balance in this society, and it's one that I have been privileged to spend my lifetime working to restore to the democratic principles that it was founded on. Thank you.
Dr. Kilmurray, thank you very much for those words and a reminder of the fundamental things that you achieved and your colleagues achieved over those last number of years. And now the second honorary degree. Mr. Chancellor, the growth and prosperity of our province and the advancement of our university are due in no small part to the dedication and hard work of men and women in our community. Such an individual is David McLean. Not only has he been a leader in Vancouver's business community for more than 25 years as a lawyer and businessman, but he has maintained a strong commitment to public service in business, education, and the arts. David McLean moved to British Columbia from Alberta in 1968 to practice law, specialized in real estate law, and lectured at the UBC School of Law in this field. Later, as his interest in business developed, he became a director of many corporations, including the CNR, de Havilland Aircraft, Westech Information Systems. As CEO of his own development company, the McLean Group, he developed The Landing, an impressive renovation project in Vancouver's Gastown. For this, he was awarded the Downtown Vancouver Association's Achievement Award. Mr. Chancellor, David McLean has determined throughout his life to give something back to his community. He has chaired various organizations, including the Vancouver Board of Trade, the Canadian Chamber of Commerce, and the Center for Canadian American Studies at Simon Fraser University. His service to those organizations has been critical in advancing this country's position in international trade and economic development. He has an interest in all levels of education and has shown that interest by volunteering his time and skills. He served as a trustee to the St. George's Foundation and chaired that school's capital campaign. He served as chair of the UBC Board of Governors in the early 1980s and guided the university through a particularly difficult period of financial restraint. He supports many institutions, arts institutions in our city, including the ballet, the symphony orchestra, the opera, and the Vancouver Art Gallery. And he has been a long-time patron of our own university singers. Mr. Chancellor, would you now confer the degree Doctor of Laws honoris causa upon David George Alexander McLean?
By authority of the Senate of this university, I confer upon you David George Alexander McLean the title and degree Doctor of Laws honoris causa.
And now I call on Dr. McLean to address congregation. Dr. McLean.
Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, members of the Senate and the Board of Governors, honored guests, members of the faculty of this most magnificent university, and most important today, my fellow graduates. You may be wondering about the link between my colleague Diana Kilmurray, an outstanding union leader, and myself. My career appears to be very business-orientated, but I'm sure Diana will be pleased to know my father, who passed away at age 95 in February of this year, was for many years a leader in the railway union movement, being the local chairman of the Order of Railroad Telegraphers in Edmonton. So I cut my teeth singing Solidarity Forever. So you will see I have the right background to speak to you today, and I am honored to share the stage with a very courageous union leader. As an immigrant to British Columbia from Alberta, I am deeply honored to be graduating from this great university today. My association with UBC has been described as that of a lecturer, board member, and chairman of the board. But it really goes back much further than that. In 1958, I left my home in Edmonton and enrolled at UBC. I had already taken a year of arts, a couple of years of arts, and it was a tough and lonely year because I was in third-year arts. I knew no one at UBC, and there were times when I could hear the Point Grey Atkinson foghorn blow its mournful sound on a foggy morning, and I wondered, what have I done to myself living in this rainforest by the sea? On reflection, I learned so much about myself. I would never trade that year. For as tough as it was the character builder that has given me strength for the rest of my life. I truly plumbed the depth of my character. I'm sure many of you can relate to that, to the experiences that you have been through in achieving your education. I remember I used to walk down Blanca from 10th Avenue to the water. And as I returned, I would look up at a house that sat overlooking the city and the sea. I thought how much I would like to live there, surveying the mountains and the ships in the harbor. For an impoverished student from Edmonton, this was a dream of great expectations, well beyond my means. But I never abandoned the dream. I returned to Edmonton the next year, and for the next 10 years remained there, graduated from the University of Alberta, and became a lawyer. I never forgot Vancouver, however, and especially UBC and that wonderful house towering above Belmont at Blanca. 10 years later, I moved to Vancouver and launched my law practice. I had no money, no clients. Just a dream and a gleam in my eye, very excited to be living in such a beautiful city as Vancouver. I bought that house in 1972. And my family and I have lived there happily for the past 22 years. Why am I telling you all this? Well, for two reasons. Firstly, hang on to your dreams you have as students. It's amazing how your determination can make them come true. Secondly, while I attended UBC in 1958, I never graduated from UBC. I'm grateful, Mr. President, Mr. Chancellor, for the great honor you have bestowed on me today. Like all of my fellow graduates, as the Chancellor pronounced me a graduate, I breathed a sigh of relief. I finally made it. As chairman of the Canadian Chamber of Commerce last year, I had many occasions to travel to every part of Canada. It reinforced my sense of Canada and just how wonderfully diverse and unique this country is in all its parts. Certainly we have our problems, but when compared to many other countries in the world, we stand out like a shining star. We are facing two major crises: our immense government debt and the threat of Quebec separation. They are issues that are certainly intertwined, because if Quebec were to separate, our dollar, our interest rates, and our debt would be dramatically affected. We are too prone in Canada to look at our weaknesses rather than emphasizing our strengths. Canada has many international success stories in business. We've proven time and time again that we can compete with the best in the world. The McCain family in New Brunswick took the lowly Prince Edward Island potato and built it into an international food company that competes worldwide. Recently, Prince Charles was in New Brunswick. He was told he was going to see the McCain head office. He said, "You mean the Canadian office?" Because McCain is a British company. It was great to be able to correct him, and it illustrates just how international they had become. Bombardier in Quebec started just 25 years ago with a few snowmobiles. Today they employ 40,000 people worldwide and are world leaders in many new technologies and subway cars in the aircraft industry. Our banks, which we all love to hate, are also world leaders in their industry, and they give Canadian companies great support worldwide. In Western Canada, companies like Atco Industries in Alberta and Finning in British Columbia have shown that Western-based Canadian companies can do very well on the international playing field. I mention these examples because we too often talk of our failures rather than consider our successes. Business today, because of instant communication, is very international. For Canada to prosper in the future, we must maintain an international competitive outlook. It is the only true test that we can count on to really measure up our future progress. We must not become overwhelmed by our problems, but we must work actively to seek their solutions. This will be accomplished by making and implementing tough decisions relating to our current economic problems, and having the courage to deal with our economic problems head on. We make progress day by day. As Robert Service said so wisely, it isn't the mountain ahead that wears you out. It's the grain of sand in your shoe. We must not let that grain of sand overwhelm us. Canada has a great future, which is demonstrated by our past successes. You will be an integral part of implementing solutions to keep us internationally competitive, which will in turn produce a robust economy so we can continue to afford the great standard of living that we have come to expect in this country. Business decisions are usually, like most things in life, fairly simple. We tend to complicate them by often forgetting the most useful tools in our bag: common sense and instinct. I sometimes think that the time spent during university summers at logging camps, planting trees, or whatever else comes along for a summer job is as important as the courses you take at university. Your experience in dealing with people, surviving in tough circumstances, often teaches you more than you can imagine about making a correct decision later in life. It is often said today, business is tough. There are no jobs, and the future is bleak. Don't fall for it. We live in one of the most exciting times in the history of mankind. Last November, I was in London for a meeting of an investment partnership which meets once a year to listen to some interesting people from all over the world, predict where the world is going, and how we're going to get there. This year there were a number of doomers and gloomers. If I hadn't blinked a few times, I could have really got depressed. Suddenly, an 82-year-old man was called upon to speak. His presence commanded respect. We all listened in reverent silence. He said, "I have listened to all the negative thinking I've heard in the past few days, and I feel compelled to respond. I have lived for over 80 years. I have never seen a time I've never seen a time in my lifetime with more opportunity. In the past 10 years, many of the world's great and significant new scientific discoveries have occurred, which have revolutionized our life. In the areas of travel, communications, computers, medical science, and engineering, we have progressed in our society more in the past 10 years than in the previous 50 years. And you know, he was right. The speaker was Charles Templeton, a man who not only has made an enormous fortune, he still has it. So often we can't see the opportunities in front of us. We need outsiders to point them out. You are living in an exciting time, but you must think creatively. Perhaps there won't be a big corporation offering you a job, but maybe that will be an advantage. Maybe you'll be forced to create your own employment environment. There are enormous opportunities today for entrepreneurs to create their own future. We are living in a knowledge and communication-based industrial revolution. There are so many new ways to create economic activity. Computers, faxes, cellular phones, fiber optics have opened up opportunities we never dreamed possible just a few years ago. Today, you don't have to be a slave to a 9-to-5 job if you're creative. You can initiate your own career. Shakespeare said, "Security is mortal's chiefest enemy." We sometimes seek out security when we should take a risk. It will often yield big rewards. You are at a stage where you can afford to gamble a little. Seek the ultimate security, which is your financial independence. Pursue your dreams with all the passion you can muster. It is amazing how the energy, determination of a simple idea, carefully thought out, has created the greatest businesses. Think of Bill Gates and Microsoft. Bill was a dropout from Harvard who in just a few years has created one of the biggest success stories in recent business history. We cannot all be Bill Gates, but in a more modest way, we all have creative talent. Unleash it. Do things you love to do. If you are really excited about what you're doing, it will surprise you how easy it will be to make a living doing it. Never stay in a career you don't enjoy. There are too many opportunities that are exciting, waiting for your energy to be applied to them. Finally, keep a sense of balance in your life. It is easy to get drawn into a busy business career, full of work and social entertainment. Remember that the center of your life should always be your family and your close friends. When you are lying on your deathbed, no one will ever say, "I should have spent more time at the office." I have been very blessed with a wonderful wife who has given me great advice and helped me keep my sense of balance. My 2 sons also never let my ego get totally out of control. As they say, you may write your own press releases and even read them, but you must never, never totally believe them. I have seen so many so-called business executives who get immersed in their work that they lose the very success they seek through broken marriages, family stress, and similar problems. The really successful business leaders have the utmost respect for each member of their family. They treat that part of their life with the greatest sense of priority. So what is success? I am reminded of the words of Ralph Waldo Emerson, who best expressed it as follows. What is success? To laugh often and much. To win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children. To earn the appreciation of honest critics and endure the betrayal of fake friends. To appreciate beauty. To find the best in others. To leave the world a better place, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition. To know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. That is to have succeeded.
Dr. McLean, thank you very much for those inspiring words. And one thing I know I don't have in the future to refer to you as David George Alexander McLean. I've always called you David McLean, so let me now just address a few remarks. There are a few personal accomplishments that stand out in our lives, and among these is the completion of a university degree. The sense of accomplishment, of work well done, of challenges faced and overcome is strong. To those graduating today, I offer my sincere congratulations on your success. From the time of our birth, we become part of many communities. We begin with the community of our families and friends, then join the community of our schools, our church, and our neighborhoods. These associations fulfill our needs for human interaction, for acceptance, and for personal development. And yet each of these communities also demands something from us: loyalty, adherence to a set of values, or simply involvement. To a large extent, our lives are defined by these communities, and it is through them that we define our own identity. When you cross the stage today to receive your degree, your affiliations will change and grow. You will maintain a relationship with the students and professors with whom you have spent these past few years. But that community will gain even more importance as you progress through life. Those friends and associates will make up the network that sustains your personal and professional life for years to come. You will join the community of women and men who have gone before you as UBC graduates, now numbering well over 100,000. That community, too, will be a lifelong one. But probably most important, you are about to enter a world where many new associations will beckon you. Throughout your career, you will become part of many new communities, global affiliations, professional organizations, the cultural community of your own town, associations of concerned neighborhood members, and the growing community of your own family, friends, and personal commitments. How you live and flourish within this system of complex and often conflicting communities is a reflection of your education and your moral perspective. At UBC, we have tried to do more than just prepare you for a profession. We have been here to help you develop your own ethical sense based on the ideas that you have developed and the moral insights you have gained. We hope that UBC has provided you with a first-rate education. How you use that education to enhance your life and the lives of those in your expanding world is up to you. You will soon become part of the UBC alumni community. We welcome you and look forward to a long relationship. And today I congratulate you on your achievement and wish you good luck for the next part of your journey. Thank you. And now I'm pleased to call on Ali Pejman, member of the graduating class for 1994, to announce the gifts to the university. Ali.
Chancellor, Mr. President, faculty, staff, Dean Goldberg, honored guests, and fellow graduates of the class of 1994. We have commenced here today to recognize the hard work and dedication of many young men and women who, by the commencement of today's ceremonies, will no longer be seen by the outside world as mere students, but they'll be recognized as graduates and scholars. This act of ours today symbolizes the successful completion of several years of academic indoctrination in one of the world's finest universities, an honor to which a few attain, a distinction who but a few merit. Today marks a milestone in our lives. We have proved to our academic peers that we are capable, that we have mastered a certain degree of the knowledge that they have conferred upon us. We sat through lectures, studied, wrote the examinations, and we have made it. The knowledge that we have attained is our own personal treasure, and we will take it and use it at our own discretion. Although we should all savor this day, many of us have set new goals, new horizons to conquer. Some of us will travel to far-off places. A few will continue down the academic road, and many of us will start to climb that illustrious corporate ladder. I suppose that once you've achieved this goal, you want and can achieve anything that you set your mind to. But no matter what the future holds for us, let us take the time today to bask in the glory of our accomplishments. The phrase, "they were the best at times and they were the worst at times," best summarizes our past years here. Sure, it was hard work. Late night cramming, long waits at laser printers, stress attacks, and oh yes, that wonderful snack bar food. But grads, take a moment and look around you. I hope that you'll see familiar faces, and more so, friendly faces. We'll always remember those mornings before an exam where you hear people say, "Quick, tell me everything you know at the Cap-M," or, "Did you memorize paragraph 2 of the OB textbook?" "I did." We've shared a common experience, and through that common experience we've built a common bond. Bonds of friendship and love. The class of 1994 will always have this bond. To close off, it is my honor to make mention of the grad gifts left by the 1994 University grad class. $3,000 towards the replacement of the AMS stage, $3,000 towards benches, shrubs, and landscaping in the CME quadrangle, $600 to the purchase of laser printers for the Applied Science Computer Lab, $1,000 for bike racks around the Woodward Library area, and $1,400 for the establishment of some new scholarships. In particular, the Bcom grads of 1994 through the Class Act program have raised over $34,000, which will be spent on the refurbishing of the Colin Gurley Lounge, the purchase of several new laser printers and for the computer lab, and the establishment of new scholarships and bursaries for the undergrads. The master's students through the Class Act program have raised over $5,000, which will be used to buy new equipment for the Commerce Career Center. On behalf of the Faculty of Commerce and Business Administration's class of 1994, I would like to thank all faculty and staff, parents, relatives, and friends who have taught and guided us over the past few years. Without your help, we wouldn't have made it this far. And on behalf of the Commerce undergraduate, graduate, and PhD societies, a hearty congratulations to the class of 94. Grads, we have shown this university that we are the best grad class. Now it's time to show the rest of the world. Seize the day. Best of luck to all of you, and let us resolve to never to lose touch with one another. Thank you.
Ali, thank you for those inspiring words, and also the sense that as you leave, you are giving something back. That's a long tradition at UBC, and it's very much appreciated and respected. And now, before we proceed to the graduation, we'd like to take just a few minutes to pay respect to some of our outstanding academics. And I'll call on Dr. Daniel Birch, Vice President Academic and Provost.
Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, guests, and graduates, if we ask what people like about the University of British Columbia, some will speak of the beautiful campus and a spectacular setting. The other evening at a dinner in Mackenzie House, Simon Lee, a benefactor of the university, commented repeatedly on the great University of British Columbia. In fact, he made us wonder whether we should change our initials to GUBC. If we ask what makes UBC great, the answer can only be the quality and commitment of its scholars and teachers, both faculty and students. If you're fortunate, you can identify a teacher who has touched your life. Those still with us of UBC's first generation of graduates speak with awe of Garnet Sedgwick, who challenged them to think critically of the English literature he loved and made them love. This year, UBC School of Nursing celebrates its 75th year. Early nursing students saw the program's founder, Ethel Johns, as someone who instilled in them a passion for service. Students of my era responded in similar ways to Walter Gage, who shared with them his sense of the wonder and beauty of mathematics, while at the same time demonstrating an extraordinary concern for and commitment to his students. In 1990, our 75th year, we instituted a tradition of university teaching prizes, adjudicated within each faculty and recognized university-wide. Nominations are received from undergraduate and graduate students, faculty members, and alumni. Each prize carries with it a $5,000 grant funded from the Isaac Walton Killam Endowment and from endowments raised by the individual faculties. Today, we recognize teachers who have stimulated students' intellectual, moral, and emotional development so that they may ground their skills and knowledge in a framework of humane values. I'm going to ask two recipients of the University Teaching Prizes to stand in place while I read a brief citation, and then I'll invite you to join me in recognizing them. Professor Tom Knight and Professor Craig Pinder, both of the Faculty of Commerce and Business Administration. Tom Knight is the 1993-94 recipient of the Commerce Alumni Talking Stick Award for developing the internship program for Industrial Relations Management Option undergraduates in collaboration with the BC Human Resources Management Association. The program provides students with professional experience and exposure, as well as the opportunity to conduct independent research under the supervision of individual faculty members. In 6 years, the internship program has placed almost 50 students with more than 25 individual sponsors. It has generated many benefits for students, sponsors, and the faculty. The internship program recently received a National Award for Excellence in Business Education Partnerships from the Conference Board of Canada. The network created through the internship program was also instrumental in the establishment of the Center for Labor and Management Studies, an appropriate focus for this morning's ceremony in the Faculty of Commerce. Now, ladies and gentlemen, will you join me in recognizing Tom Knight? Craig Pinder is the recipient of the Faculty of Commerce CGA Master Teacher Award for a career of consistently superior course development, classroom instruction, and work with graduate students outside the classroom. Professor Pinder has provided some of the most intellectually demanding and provocative classroom experiences available to graduate students in commerce, and is able to create the completely supportive and ethical environment necessary for such a demanding experience to translate into intellectual and personal growth. The award also recognizes Professor Pinder's outstanding work with both MSc and PhD students, the inspiration to excel at research he has selflessly offered these students. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in recognizing Craig Pinder.
Thank you, Dr. Birch. Candidates for degrees, please rise. Mr. Chancellor, I have the pleasure of presenting the candidates for degrees who have successfully completed their studies and fulfilled the conditions that the university has set for them. The Senate of this university recommends them to you for the degrees that will be announced by the deans of the faculties. Candidates, please be seated.
Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting to you candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Carolyn P. Egri. Ji Feng Li. Yatkun Mok. Mr. Chancellor, it is now my honor to present candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Business Administration. Hermione Wing Han Chu. Yu Kang. Tony Selwyn Roberts. Timothy Robert Shaver. Janine Patricia Vertone. Mr. Chancellor, I have the pleasure now of presenting candidates for the degree of Master of Business Administration. Erica Hua Yan Ao. Therese Nadina F. Baptiste. Michael Edward Barclay. R. Douglas Bebb. Jacqueline Marie Bertrand. Louisa Borthwick. Craig Morgan Carnegie. Karen Michelle Cavender. Edward Chai. Samuel W. Y.H. Chan. Stephen Y. Kyung Chan. Tony Cheong. William Chun Fong Chong. Irene Kengman Chung. Sunny Phai Chung. Robert Francis Chu. Julian Chia. Neil Edison Chin Aliong. Quan Chu Harry Chu. Heather Ann Conradi. Barry John Coulson. Tanina Lee Desaulnier. Carrie Elsie Jane Edmonds. Robert Andrew Emery. Sherry Renee Erb. Lisa Dawn Forrest. Stephen E. Gates. Marianne Lees Giannakopoulos. Philip Robert Gopel. Suzanne Patricia Graham. Gretchen Kim Greer. Jennifer A. Hawkins. Daron Bram Hellman. Brent Andrew Halliday. Paul Gregory Hood. Timothy James Hovey. Derek Charles Hutchinson. Kenneth G. Kinzel. Young Pyo Kim. Stephen Carl Kingwell. Sandra Pui Ling Lai. Mr. Chancellor, the next candidate has graduated despite being hearing impaired. Lawrence Carr Yu Lee. Mark Lee. Joyce Yu-Shan Liang. Michael Kai Chiong Liang. Ian Arnold Levin. Allison Elizabeth Lewis. Xingjae Jennifer Lee. William Liu. Stanley Liu. Gordon K. Louis. Peter K. P. Ma. Sean Andrew McKenzie. David Peter Marriott. Mary Tabusum Massey. Jane Elizabeth Ann Matthews. Kenneth Richard McKenzie. Russ Mehta. Kar Cheong Mew. Colin Russell Morrison. Brian David Mott. Mildred Wylin Moy. Taklai Andrew Nye. Sean Michael Noonan. Sandra Young O. Dale S. Peterson. Michael Stanley Prokop. Karina Y. Hua Poocher. June Choi Pui. Michael Patrick Quinn. Andrew Malcolm Ross. Beverly Ann Sahota. Stephen Heinrich Sicking. Colin Desmond Smith. Janet Marie Sue. Patrick Stafford Smith. Andy Tai-on Tam. Elaine Yuan Fun Tam. Eric Tardif. Derek Gordon Tobias. Nancy Elizabeth Takasi. John Chi-Kin Si. Mary Y. C. Pauline C. Tu. Colleen Hiroko Ueda. Sangeeta Mohan Vijay. Yolanda Bernice Visser. Orest Moiran Wasarab. Tien Fu Wen. Amy Y. Yi Wong. Andrew W. C. Wong. Mabel Lock Yi Wong. Vince Thomas Wong. Beryl Che Man Yu.
Mr. Chancellor, it's my pleasure to present to you candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Richard G. Adams. Cameron Charles Adams. Sarah Eva Adler. Arnold Listerio Agno. Martin Alcabasi. Inga Truong Kathy Un. Adrian Crawford Ansell. Rosemary Arujo. Graham Leslie Astbury. Doris Fung Kuan Ao. Iris Churk Fun Ao Young. Arthur de Prieto Azana. Esther Noel Baird. Antonio Barbaro. Jody Francis Belfleur. D. James Bennett. Fleur Kathleen Irene Bennett. Gabriel Matthias Beretta. Arzina Amin Mohammed Banji. Elaine Sharon Birchmore. Douglas David George Burney. Karina Maria Bittel. Aaron Bjorn Bjornson. Neil Robert Blake. Lisa J. Bolton. Pardeep Kaur Boparai. Edward Neil Boyd. Bradley James Miller Boyson. Travis Burke Bryson. Jason Matthew Calla. Blaine Hugh Cameron. Glenn Duncan Campbell. Kenneth Robert Campbell. Sean Patrick Cash. Ronnie Hanlin Chai. Sandra Pitting Chai. Angelina Carol Chan. Cynthia W.T. Chan. Doreen S.F. Chan. Josephine Chan. Ka-chung Kenneth Chan. Kathy Megan Lisa Chan. Lisa Shuk Nga Chan. Hey, Matthew Hoyton Chan. Norman Kawai Chan. Shirley Saoyi Chan. Stephanie Chan. Steve Craig Chan. Susan Chan. Suling Silan Chan. Wei-sung Wanda Chan. Wallace Shumtin Chan. Mark Chris Sharalambus. Thank you. Rena Chatha. Dennis G. Chi. Christopher C.W. Chen. Hong Chu Craig Chen. Louise? Grace Chen. Wendy Yiman Cheng. Florence Chung. Lisa Hui Kwang Chung. Manhim Ricky Chung. Kialiang Chu. Yvonne Chu. Derek Kawai Chia. Rose Brenda Chin. Pauline Chu. Karen Choi. Michelle Choi. Mimi Choi. Sandra Chu. Semin Salome Chu. Brian Thomas Chow. Jenny Chow. Derek Peter Christo. Wendy Wing Wing Chu. Marciano Yu Chua. Melody Chua. Kaman Chui. Rudy Chung. Jeffrey Gordon Clark. Dawn Marie Clements. Marie Pierre Comte. Cheryl Nicole Cruikshank. Fahim R. Dadani. Renzo Michela Del Negro. Lorraine Charlotte Dennis. Kimberly Eileen Dent. Anoop Anand Desai. Hi, how are you? Good. Michael Robert Desjardins. Alan Cameron Devlin. Hi, how are you? Rizvan Dalla. Carlo Diano. Hi. Amy Chuying Ding. Leanne Issa Dome. Francisco Jose Docil. Graham Wilson Drexel. Tracy Louise Dunbar. Kelly Shannon Duncan. Jesse Dusang. Carla Dawn Erickson. Stephen James Erico. Louise C1 Fun. Ethel Labrador Ferrales. Jason Ronald Fawcett. Alice Faye. Christopher John Robert Fittis. Gina Ann Ford. Karen Valerie Franklin. Daniel Lewis Fricatich. Lily Fu. How are you doing? Michael Andrew Frost. Luigi Garcia. Dina George. Mojda Giami. Gibault. Okay. Aaron Pierre Gibault. Amarjeet Kaur Gill. Robert C. Gill. Gate Ian Go. George Jesus Gomes. Sylvie Gosselin. Warren James Gout. Leanne Claire Graham. Halden Green. Juanita Carol Guichon. Robert Brent Hale. Dorleen Leanne Hall. Edward Macer Hall. Kenneth Andrew Hahn. Frank Philip Harley. Chris Hodvigson. Krista Ann Hastings. Carrie Michelle Haynes. Murray Gordon Hempel. Sean N. Hirschmiller. Mary Ann Louise Heskin. Andrew Gordon Hick. Paul Andrew Hipple. Denise Sinyi Ho. Justin Ho. Wendy Wing-Ji Ho. Michael Kevin Hogan. Mary Y.E. Hong. Eric Hsu. Tanya Elizabeth Hubbard. Jefferson Abram Hubner. Paul C.H. Huey. Virginia Jean May Huey. Andrew Chukwai Hung. Natasha F.Y. Hung. Gerald Ingborg. Arif Jamani. Philip J. Patrick Colin Jensen. Tong Quan James Jiam. Shamez Mohammed Jivraj. Johansson? Yeah. Brent Allen Johansson. Alan Leslie Johnson. Brendan Thomas Johnston. Daryl Jiwa Jung. Luis Tadeo Kellogg. Julie Min Kam. Stephen C.H. Kam. Teresa Marie Kiefer. Rima Khalil. Parjeevan Kunkun. Mark Wesley Kinna. Jason Robert Kitts. Rodney Chi-Chung Ko. Darrell Wayne Corlick. Kerry Michael Kwarchuk. Glenda Gail Kraus. Cecilia Kwan. Irene Hingming Kwan. Altaf Ladha. Maria Lagadides. Florence Huiyan Lai. Okay. Kashmir Singh Lally. Stella Ho-Yi Lam. Okay. Raquel Lee Lawson. David Charles Latham. Sai Y. William Lau. Vincent Lau. Clark Sukwang Lee. Daphne Shungar Lee. Edna Y.N. Lee. Judith Yeeman Lee. Karen Haiwan Lee. Kim Hui Lee. Kwak Hong Varen Lee. Lisa Judy Lee. May C. Lee. Wilson Sir Kin Lee. Cassandra Tsuishan Leung. Dallas Ho Yen Leung. Merrill M. Leung. Olivia Wai-Fung Leung. Clarence Wing-On Lee. Jacob Lapming Lee. Marlene Lee. Winghim Lee. Chia E. Elizabeth Lin. Henry Narioka Lim. Jennifer Ann Lim. Christopher S. Lin. Chin Jan Ling. Wingsi Cecilia Liu. David William Lodwick. Alexa Liu. Levon Risa Louie. Cindy Liu. This one, Deng Huang Sai. Deng Huang Sai. Danny Louie. Tina C. Louie. Peter Scott Love. Shujin Loy. Susanna Louie. Scott Edward Lunny. Sylvia Sawa Ma. Janice Lynn MacArthur. Chad Everett Allen Ma. Kai Wayne Ma. Merlin Merle Malischuk. Dominique Marceau. Mike Marek. Gregory Allen Moore. Anthony Wallace Martin. Anna Larissa Matthew. Julie Ann McCauley. Stuart David McDonald. Ian Andrew McGregor. Menning. J. Harry Menning. Robert Lee Menning. Irene Sharon Miller. Hans Min. Janice Naomi Minato. Ken Ernest Miyoshi. Manny Matadi. Pazi Felix Nari. Okay. Marikar Naval. Patty Nelson. Connie Kapui Ing. Eddie Su Huai Ing. Edna Ing. Eric Manpun Ing. Mark Ing. Michelle Elaine Ing. Wunju Ing. Yuet Yimun Ing. Yvonne Kayi Ing. Jeffrey Allen Nice. William Alexander Nichol. Brian Lester Nodwell. Tasita Nadine Nordhoff. Amir Notash. Elaine Chuyang Ong. Tanya Corley Ordish. Daryl Barry Patterson. Demetrios Robert Pykos. Dionysios Pantazis. Katia Panziera. Michael Patrick Parker. Lucas Victor Pavan. Ali Pejman. Hans Kenneth Peterson. Brenda Diane Petrie. Crichton Crane Pike. Kimberly Joyce Player. Tamara Warner Porsche. Elizabeth Marie Pogson. Eric Chunyip Poon. Patrick Alfonso Popick. Brett Anthony Price. Lisa Michelle Prinsick. Cynthia Deborah Kwan. Okay. Dana Marie Reevely. Thank you. Sarah Page Reben. Sarah Page Reben. Jody Michelle Rempel. Wendy Mae Riches. David Scott Riddell. Jennifer Ray Rossner. Christopher Ross. Peter Lawrence Rubin. Jeffrey Charles Ruddick. Wynn Sacktonen. Tammy Saloma. Tracy Louise Samuda. Barinder Singh Sanghera. Heinz Alexander Schwartz. Sheena Leanne Scott. David James Selly. Kevin James Wilson Sharp. Graham Bradley Short. Randy Singh Sidhu. Aziz Sidi. Orlando Ernesto Silva. Jason Joseph Smith. Charmaine Mingvi So. Waman Karen So. Yi Ching So. Connie Ann Sorensen. David Bruce Speck. Jeffrey John Storneman. Michelle Marie Steele. Linda Diane Stenberg. Cheryl Lenore Stenson. Jeffrey Alexander Stevens. Andrew William Stewart. Tammy Michelle Stiggins. Wenda Stowe. Douglas Scott Stewart. Dolan Frank Sum. Joanne Lori Sun. Carl Chia Sung. Michael Paul Sulich. Irene Oyen Tai. Samarjit Kaur Takar. Christina Yukme Tam. Peter Tam. Steve Si-Wing Tam. Ernest Si Liang Tan. Joyce Emily Chua Tan. Timothy Tan. Timothy Tan. Wendy Ching Tan. Yuman Tang. Yuman Tang. Scott Tsuyoshi Tasaka. Justin Hamilton T. Adrian Wangsek Tong. Andrea Victoria Tishi. Tingle. Brian James Tingle. Troy Thomas Tisserand. Troy Thomas Tisserand. Nicely alliterative. Dorothy Toe. Hey, how are you, Andrew? Andrew Shengfu Tong. Jennifer Shui Chun Tong. Jonathan Chungwing Tong. Melissa G. Tong. Michael David Trotman. Where's the prize? Mr. Chancellor, the next student is the winner of the Kiwanis Club Medal, is the head of the graduating class in Commerce and Business Administration for the Bcom degree, Peng Tu. Suthita Upam Tamchart. Vandana Varshni. Bill Wagner. Stuart Walkley. Stuart Frederick Walkley. Shamez Nazarali Walji. Adrian Leslie Watkins. Troy John Weaving. Angela Eve Wells. Allison Margaret West. Anthony Harvey Westring. John Kerry Whalen. Patrick John Whalen. Imelda Sri Melati Vidata. Kareem Arthur Windsor. Christine Chun Chun Wong. Kenneth K.Y. Wong. Patricia Wong. Richard Ya-Chung Wong. Sishun Fiona Wong. Wendy Wing-Yi Wong. Christopher Derek Wood. Robert John Wood. Craig David Wright. Charles Carlin Wu. Jacqueline Wu. Wingman Wendy Yam. Ricky Yan. Gerald Terrence Yaremchuk. Brenda Chining Yao. York Joan Yi. Yendel. Emma Catherine Yendel. Roy Fai Ying. Karen Carwing Yun. Senin Shu Lung Yun. Liana Young. Victor Ha Woon Young.
Some candidates recommended by the Senate for degrees today are unable to be present, and their names have therefore not been read out. I now admit them to the appropriate degrees as shown in the program. I admit them. Will all the graduates please rise? Members of the graduating class, fellow alumni, as Chancellor, I am pleased to pay tribute to each member of this graduating class. Your accomplishment is one that speaks of personal dedication and perseverance and your talent and potential. As you are about to embark upon your chosen careers, I hope you will carry with you a sense of mission because the world will expect much from you. New responsibilities are yours. Many generations and people have contributed to the sum of your understanding and have obtained for you the freedom of inquiry that you have enjoyed in the pursuit of the knowledge and values that your degree represents. As graduates, you will bear a continuing responsibility to maintain these liberties and to use your knowledge and skill for the good not only of yourself, but of your community, of humanity at large, and the future generations of students. This is a tradition of our university. You are now a member of Convocation, and through your elected representatives in Senate, you have a voice in the government of your university. I urge you to use wisely and faithfully the rights and privileges of membership. Now I would like the graduates to salute and honor their families and friends who are here today. Give your parents a big hand.
Will the graduates please be seated? Just as we bring the ceremony to a close, I would like to stop just for 1 second and to recognize that on the platform with us today we have former Chancellor, 2 former Chancellors, and a former Chairman of the Board, and I'd like to ask that they stand and be recognized. Chief Justice Nemetz and Dr. Bob Wyman. They have had their turn in Chancellor Lee's seat. I cannot help but observing that Chancellor Lee is very famous for the caliber and quality and the distinction and flamboyance of his ties. Mr. Chancellor, I can't help but observe that as the graduating class went by today, that their flamboyance of their ties really outdoes yours, and you have a new challenge to live up to, Mr. Chancellor. Ladies and gentlemen, this brings the ceremony to a close. I hope you have enjoyed it as much as I, and that you'll be able to join us for refreshments, be served immediately after the ceremony on the plaza next to the Student Union building. After singing of God Save the Queen, guests are requested to remain in their places until the academic processions have left the building.